Welcome to today's Linkvana training series. Today we're going to be doing another link breakdown and we're going to be covering social bookmarks. So let's start off by taking a look at some examples. So here's our first example, and it's pretty much a traditional social bookmarking site. You can see you have your voting mechanism here, a place to put comments, a description, and then your link. And that's kind of how almost every social bookmarking site works. They always have some sort of voting mechanism, comments, and then a link to the actual content that people are voting on. And so it's really nice because you actually get a little bit of description here to build some relevancy to this link. So it's not just a random link on the page, you actually get a little relevancy and then that link. So that's, like I said, a standard social bookmarking site. Now let's look at something a bit different, but still a very common social bookmarking site. So this is Reddit, and if you're not familiar with Reddit, it's one of the top 50 most visited sites on the entire web. So it's a very popular site. So you can see here again, we have our link, we have the voting, we don't have a description, but we do have comments, and as you can see, and since Reddit is such a popular site, we actually have hundreds of comments. We actually help because all the comments are generally relevant to the link and therefore building relevancy on this page. And so while this doesn't look exactly like the last site, it's still one of the most common social bookmarking platforms on the web right now. So now let's talk about the benefits of building backlinks to our site using these social bookmarking platforms. So the first benefit I want to talk about is the authority passed. And the authority pass for a social bookmark is a 2 out of 5. Now the reason it's a bit lower than, say, an article or a blog or something like that is because these social bookmarking sites get thousands of links posted per day. So naturally, the PR of the site gets distributed much more broadly and therefore less authority passed. So you're not going to get as huge of a ranking boost from, say, one article versus one social bookmark. However, we make up for them in quantity. Social bookmarks are very cheap, so you can build a lot of them. We'll talk about that more in a couple seconds. Next is the indexation speed. A standard social bookmark that you were to say go out and buy from a random provider would probably get a 1 out of 5 or maybe a 2 out of 5 if they're lucky. In order to compensate for this, we've planned ahead and actually developed a system to every time we build a social bookmark, we build backlinks to that social bookmark, greatly increasing the chances it'll get indexed in the search results. So that boosts it up to a 3 out of 5, which is pretty good. Now let's talk about the benefits. We touched a little bit on this earlier, but one of the main benefits is that you can build bulk links. So you're not just building 5 or even 10 article links. With social bookmarks, you can build hundreds of links, even thousands of links if you really order a lot of them. And it's fairly cheap. So what you're getting is like I said, large quantities of links from a variety of domains. You get a nice domain spread where you're getting lots of unique domains linking to you. Furthermore, you're getting social signals from these. Social signals are becoming more and more important as time goes on in the ranking algorithms. Google is recognizing that the web is becoming a more social place and people aren't making links in the traditional fashion anymore. And a lot of people are sending links to their friends via social platforms. So getting these social signals is becoming more and more crucial to get top rankings on the search results. Now to take advantage of these, you can build one link to any page. And with social bookmarks, it really doesn't matter if it's the home page or the inner page. Personally, I like to use them for both since they're so cheap. I might build them, send a bunch to my homepage and then send a bunch to my inner pages as well. They're very easy to scale up and send a lot of links to your site very quickly and easily. And they're generally considered kind of a risk-free link, where if you build a lot of them, you're not going to really have a backlash from Google. So because they're kind of considered more of a clean link, so to say, they're one of my favorite links to build just because I can build so many and not really have to worry about any backlash from Google.